guys, so I thought I would do a short video this morning on grooming. It's an everyday thing that you typically would do with your horses, and there's so many important aspects to it, more than just brushing your horse to make them pretty. Brushing them increases circulation. It can help keep away funguses and things like that. It's also an excellent opportunity to check your horse over for any new sores, itchy spots, areas of irritation, muscular soreness, anything of that sort that maybe is a little off of the typical for your horse. Before I bring out, probably start with Mazzy. Before I bring out Mazzy, I figured I'd show you kind of what my grooming arsenal tends to be. I have a jelly scrubber, which is my equivalent of a curry comb. It gets most of the loose dirt and some caked on stuff out of your horse's hair. There's two sides to this one. It's got one that has, this is pretty much the only side I ever use. It's more scrubby, and it's amazing for when you want to do shampoo for your horse's coat when you're giving them a bath. And then there's this side that it's supposed to be more of like a massager. I don't ever really use that side, but some horses do really like it. I've got a medium stiff brush that helps with most of the general dirt and hair and things like that. I have a softer brush that the soft ones really help add a lot of shine into their coat. So if you're showing, definitely have a soft brush in your kit. I've got these awesome things here. They are the strip hair easy groomers. These are amazing for when you need to get your horse to shed in the wintertime. It gets all of that excess hair off. And the thing I really like about these versus a shedding blade is I haven't had to replace this yet. I got it for a Christmas present from a client, gosh, like 4 years ago. And they're a little differently designed now, but they're still excellent. So yeah, I haven't had to replace this, whereas when I was using shedding blades, I was replacing them probably every other year at least, which isn't a big deal if you really like the shedding blades, but these also I can use on their legs and their face. So I really like these, and I can use them on my Western saddle pads, like the thicker felt ones, to get all of the excess hair that gets stuck underneath off. Amazing for that as well. The all-important hoof pick. If I had to choose only one item to have in my grooming kit, it would probably be this, because the horse's hoof health is one of the most important things. So hoof pick, I've got a little bit of this Ecolicious brand hoof therapy. It's basically hoof conditioner, and it's the only one that I've found so far, and I've tried a lot of them, that really soaks into their hooves, and it's not super thick, so it doesn't go on in like a big tarry goo. It doesn't make a mess, and honestly my horses try to eat it every time I use it because it smells so good, and it's all natural, which is great. I've got a little bit of this Ecolicious coat gloss, also amazing. I've got a little bit of this here. It is Ecolicious De-Stress. It's a detangler treatment, and it also helps condition their mane and tail. Really, really nice, especially when you have horses like Stark has a really, really thick tail. Mazzy has an extremely thick mane, and it's really, really nice for horses with thick manes and tails. Mazzy tends to get a good bit of thrush, partially because being a Mustang and being in holding for so long, they don't have anyone that can just go and clean their feet and pick their feet out when they're still wild horses. Fly spray in Florida is one of the most important things too. Recently, I got this stuff called Spur's Big Fix. It's for thrush, white line disease, hot spots, itching, ringworm, rain rot, basically your general skin funk kind of conditions. So I've been using it on Mazzy whenever she gets really itchy, and it seems to help a good bit with her. I've got a mane and tail brush. I've got a little sweat scraper for whenever I give them a bath or when they get rinsed off after a workout. Instead of using rubber bands to tie braids into their mane, especially for them for their forelocks, I use electrical tape. It stays in. I can leave it in for even up to a week or more, usually. And I'm not having the little rubber bands pop the second that I go to do that last loop around the mane. So I really like this stuff. It's pretty cheap. I get it at Lowe's, and it comes in like 5 colors and black. The only thing about it is if you have a white horse and you put if you put the black or whatever color in their mane, if you leave it in for a little bit too long, especially in Florida with all of the heat, when you go to take it off, it's kind of gummy, and it doesn't stain their hair because you can wash it out, but it's got like a sticky black goo residue that kind of goes on it. So just figure out how long that is in your case and don't leave it on quite that long.